Great, Ashley. How you doing?
I'm great. I feel so lucky. I've actually had a really good year despite all of what the country's been through. But it's now kind of the opening question for not just TV shows, but meeting someone on the sidewalk. How are you? How's your year been? Have you done okay?
Yeah, I actually been very busy. I wrote a book which is coming out end of September, and we have most of our curriculum. We have a music history curriculum at teachrock.org, which already was online. So that was very convenient for the teachers who had to stay home, and students. Most of our DJs at my radio stations were already home, working from home, so we didn't have to make very much adjustments for that. And I stayed busy with my record company, checking out demos, checking out mixes of various bands. So, between my stuff and writing the book, I was very busy the whole time, really.
I'm so glad to hear that. As I was reading up on your extraordinary career, the nicknames for you kept coming up, Miami Steve and Little Stevie, and all I kept thinking was, how on earth would you get a name like Little Stevie? There is nothing little about you or your career.
Well, when I left the E Street Band, and became a solo artist from being a sideman, it required a whole different persona and a different identity. So I took on the name of the man who invented rock and roll, Little Richard. My first record I ever bought was by Little Anthony and the Imperials. My favorite blues guy is Little Walter. Everybody has a nickname, in New Jersey. So I just kind of switched nicknames to really redefine my own identity.
Well, speaking of nicknames, as I look at the pictures of you with Bruce Springsteen, I should know the answer to this, and I don't, so I'm just going to ask it. How did he get the name The Boss? Is that because he was your boss, or did it come from something completely different?
At first, it was sort of a joke, He was kind of imitating, Frank Sinatra, had that kind of thing. That he was the boss, and so Bruce was starting to play around with that idea. And I was always my own leader of my own band and very much a presence in our neighborhood. We both had two of the best bands in the entire area. So I was the boss of my world myself. And so, when Bruce started fooling around, calling himself the boss, people were not exactly taking it too seriously. But then when I joined his band, which was a very unusual move, and I started calling him boss because I was a boss, a very respected boss. So when a respected boss starts calling somebody else the boss, then people started taking it seriously.
It takes hold. Well, walk me back to that time because, it's so interesting to talk about the genesis of the magic. And there you two were running around New York City, the music scene, trying to figure it all out. You were filling the bars. You were making a ton of money with your band. He's getting signed. And somehow the two of you sort of decided to join forces. There had to be something else there, just in terms of saying, you got the money, I got the signing. What else was it that put you two together and made the sound that you made?
Well, we'd been best friends since we were about 15 years old, simply because we were the only two people that we knew that treated rock and roll like a religion. I mean, it was not a hobby for us. It was not something you did on the weekends, and most of the other bands, when they had an option to do something else, to go to college or to join the military or go to work for their fathers or whatever it might be, they took it. And me and him were the only, freaks and misfits and outcasts that left standing in New Jersey, really. So we bonded by, I think, encouraging each other you know, you're a freak until you meet somebody else that's a freak, and then, you know, maybe you're not so freaky after all, you know, kind of a thing. So,
but I do like I do like what I learned about you and your early vision of rock and roll was that it was more like a cult. It was passed around in secret. It was serious, and like you just said, it was religion. It wasn't to be dabbled in and tossed aside. Do you think there are a lot of you out there, and if so, who are they? Name names.
Well, these days we have returned to being a cult. The rock era, as it was known, I clock it from 1965's Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan's record, until Kurt Cobain's death in '94. So it was almost exactly a 30-year period. And then we have returned to a pop era, which is where we began in the '50s. You know, we were the mainstream for 30 years, and that was maybe a blip on the radar screen. And the truth is, maybe we belong as a cult, you know. So I'm not that uncomfortable with no longer being the mainstream of the industry. But I have spent the last 20 years trying to strengthen the cult to the point where people can make a living doing it. And that's been a challenge because the infrastructure is no longer there for rock and roll. So that's why I started my radio format. I ended up with 2 radio formats on Sirius Satellite, plus my syndicated show. It's why I started my record company. It's why I started my music history curriculum, just to try and keep rock and roll alive, because I just feel it is a unique genre of music and has special qualities that I think would be important for future generations to be able to have access to.
So I'm going to talk to you in a little bit about Teach Rock, which I love this concept. Like, I wish people had talked about rock and roll in my school growing up. I've got a whole block dedicated to that coming up, Stephen. I'm so excited that you are incorporating rock and roll into not just music classes, like everything, social studies, STEM classes, all of that. So I want to go into depth on that. And I wonder if you talked to Jack Black about School of Rock and all the rest too, but that's coming up. Before I do that, I still want to hammer home this idea of how important rock and roll is. And when, I think it was 2014, you were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, of course, the boss, Bruce Springsteen, gave a speech and talked about you so endearingly. I want to play that and ask you on the other side something, so have a look.
So I met Stevie there, and he soon became my great bass player first, then great guitarist, my consigliere. He's my dependable devil's advocate whenever I need one. He is the invaluable ears for everything that I create. I always get a hold of him. And fan number 1. So he's my comic foil on stage, my fellow producer, arranger, and my blood brother for so long.
Oh, my Lord. I can't imagine what it was like sitting in the audience and listening to that. Maybe he talks about you all the time like that when you're together, but it had to feel pretty incredible to see Bruce Springsteen saying those things.
It was very nice, very unexpected, very nice.
So are you guys still close? Like, do you see him regularly? I know you've both got, massive careers and your life goes on and everybody's busy, but do you still feel like you have that connection you had back in the day?
Yeah, we text almost every day, we stay in touch.
Do you seriously text with Bruce Springsteen every day? I mean, I don't text with my mom every day.
Almost, yeah. We just, nothing important, just maybe commenting on the news or, a discovery of a new record or a new book or something, But, we text pretty regularly.
Note to self, I need to text my mom now every day because she's going to see this. But more importantly now, when it comes to you, Stephen, are you going to tour again with Bruce Springsteen?
Well, we don't know. We'll see. Things are extremely hard to predict, as you know. We this year, I think things are going to continue to be very unpredictable. Hopefully, 2022 will start to become a little safer for everybody. We'll see. I mean, quite concerned about Europe at the moment. And of course, India is completely out of control. So we'll see. It's really hard to predict these days. Will there be a whole new wave coming this fall and winter in America? Because certain individuals who will just call idiots are not don't want to get the vaccine, and they don't want to. They don't believe in the virus. They don't believe in science. We have almost half the country now is just Looney Tunes. So it's very hard to predict anything. But we hopefully, with a little bit of luck, hopefully something will happen in 2022, whether it's E Street Band or whether it's Disciples of Soul, my band, or whether it's a new TV show for me. We'll see. But
wait, are you making news? Were you just about to say something about a new TV show? Why don't you just go a little more on that for a second?
No, I don't have anything yet. No, but I'm looking around. I have 5 scripts. I'm shopping around, and I would like to get back on TV and even continue Lilyhammer, which I loved. We kind of cut short for a number of reasons that have now been cleared up. So I wouldn't mind even continuing Lilyhammer in Norway if Netflix wanted to do that. But I also have like 5 other scripts. So I want to get back on TV eventually. We'll just see how the timing goes. I always give Bruce my first priority. So if he wants to tour, I will certainly be there for him. But no way to predict it right now.
I have a great idea, Stevie. You could be the incentive here. If you asked America to achieve herd immunity and go and get the vaccine, then you will promise them a tour.
Well, if I was in charge of the world, if I was in charge of touring, I would happily do that. But look, I mean, I think the only way to do this is to have some sort of vaccine passport type of thing, where you can't, certain restaurants and certain stores and maybe flights, and sporting events, you just can't get in unless you're vaccinated. I think that's the way to go personally. Other than that, I mean, it's going to continue to be confusing, and it's a shame.
But I know what your text to Bruce is going to be today. It's going to be, Ashleigh had this great idea. I want tickets, is all I'm saying.
You're the first one who has suggested that we tour. It's about time somebody brought that up.
Okay, well, like I said, you text him every day. I think you got to make, and I want the VIP backstage pass too. Okay, so one of the things we do on this show, and I think you probably know this already, is we're very specific about our music choices. And clearly this was a very difficult job when it came to you because you're very special. But the music we're going to go to break on is Magical Mystery Tour. This is a request from you, and it's because the Beatles are so special to you. When we come back after the break, I'm definitely going to ask you what it is about the Beatles and why this was what you say made you who you are and made your musical career. I cannot wait to hear that. But then I also need to ask you a little bit about how you went from being Springsteen's sidekick to Tony Soprano's sidekick. So that's all coming up as we go out to break with Magical Mystery Tour. Stephen Van Zandt with us for the hour. They call Bruce Springsteen the boss, but Stephen Van Zandt, as he's known to do his whole life, seemingly wanted to try something new, and that led him to another so-called boss, Tony Soprano. Back now with the consigliere, Stephen Van Zandt. I can't even say that word right, consigliere, but I mean, I feel like that. Do you have Do you walk down the street and people instantly identify with the Tony Soprano right-hand man, Silvio Dante, or do they identify with you with the East Street Band, boss right-hand man? Which one comes first?
It depends on what's going on at the time. I mean, certainly when Sopranos was on, it was all Sopranos. And that surprised me because I'm pretty unrecognizable in the show. But after 2 or 3 weeks, everybody stopped me on the street was talking about Sopranos. So I felt, man, we're onto something here. This thing seems to be catching on quicker than we would have even imagined, So it depends on what's going on. I mean, if you're on tour with Bruce Springsteen and an E Street Band, and you're playing in Stockholm that night, then people are going to be recognizing you for that reason. But it depends, what's going on. It's about 50-50.
So, your character, Silvio Dante, scared me. Like just the look that you maintained at all times scared me. But you are so different. And I read somewhere you had no acting experience. Like this literally just came out of nowhere and you were able to pull it off. And that was not just any role. It was very, very difficult. How did you do this?
I don't know. I think it was the hair doing the acting. I'd read every book and seen every movie. It was just an interest of mine for no reason. I just kind of liked that whole milieu, and I kind of grew up around it a little bit. Just enough to see the guys who were either the real thing or maybe they were wannabes, but they're equally scary. So it didn't really matter. And I created the guy from the outside in. So, I felt if I could look in the mirror and see the guy, then I could be that guy. And wrote a biography about him, just trying to understand who he was and made him fearless. And so when I came out of the trailer, I was that guy. And that guy was fearless enough to do that role,
And Stephen, you really did help to create him, didn't you? I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, but if the research is spot on, you didn't want to take a job away from another actor. And so this role was really created as an extra, and you really did form the contours of who Silvio Dante was. I mean, first of all, is that part right?
Kind of, yeah. I did say at the last minute I felt guilty about taking an actor's job, and because I'd seen what actors go through. Because my wife Maureen is a real thing. She went to acting school for many years and does off Broadway and all of these things that actors do. And I felt a little weird coming in from being a hippie guitar player all of a sudden taking somebody's job. But David Chase really, really wanted me in it, and he said, I'm gonna write a part for you that does not exist. So you're not taking anybody's job. And I happened, he says, what do you want to do? And I said, I happen to have a treatment, which I have now turned into a script, about an independent hitman who kind of retired and has a club. It's like a Copacabana type of club. And he kind of lives in the past, which is why he looks like a 50s type of guy. But it's set in present day. And he has a club with big bands and Catskills Jewish comics and dancing girls, just like the old days. And all the 5 families have tables and the police commissioner has a table and the mayor, so it's kind of a mob version of Casablanca in a way. And so David went away and came back and said, nah, it's going to be too expensive, but instead of that, we'll make it a strip club, and you'll run the strip club for the family, and we'll use the back room for our clubhouse, our office, So that's how that came about.
And I just looked at that picture of you with Maureen, and if anybody doesn't know, and they should, if they're fans, she was actually playing your wife on Sopranos as well.
Yeah, from the second season on, yeah.
That's something else. But did you have a particular person that you had seen? I mean, was this the way you carried your body as Silvio was so unique? I wondered if you were mimicking a certain person. It may have been someone you knew or not knew, but or did you just sort of figure that out? That whole way of looking up through your eyebrows at the camera. Where'd it come from?
I tried. I made a real effort to be as different as I could possibly be. Facial expressions, the way I walked, the way I talked. I was just nervous, that somebody would look at me and see me and say, "Wait a minute, didn't I just see him playing in Cleveland? Last week." I really, because for people to buy what you're doing, there can't be any of that going on. There can't be some baggage that you're bringing, So I really made an effort to do everything differently than I possibly could, and I practiced facial expressions. I practiced walking differently. I practiced, in addition to, the hairstyle and the clothes and everything, obviously being very different than what I would usually, wear. So I tried to make the guy as different as I possibly could in every way that still made sense for the character.
Well, there was no vestige of little Stevie in that character, but there were some really delightful moments. I actually just want to play this montage that we put together of the fun-loving part of your murderous, terrible character. So take a look at this.
You're under arrest for violation Title 2C, Chapter 37, Section 2 of the New Jersey Penal Code, promoting gambling.
Every Super Bowl a day grabbed a few popcorn headlines. Here, go ahead. Last year I made bail so fast, my soup was still warm when I got home. When I came in to open up one morning, there you were with your head half in the toilet. Your hair was in the toilet water. Disgusting.
I told you I had the flu.
I said my piece, Chrissy.
And we commit his body to its resting place.
Peeps? Nickname. Family name is Pepparelli. I gotta redo it. Jason. He's dyslexic. What's that got to do with it?